Don't turn the light out, let it burn brighter. I can see so clearly now. For every fear that's fading, another heart is waiting. It takes a man to hold things down.
Good evening and welcome back to Not In My Lifetime show for a first preview of the new Premier League season, which it's gone really quickly. I think we get this quick and this far here all of a sudden, mate. But we're now previewing the first game of the season on Saturday, Wolves away. Now we'll get to that because since our last stream, Viana has gone mental. The guy has hacked into the funds, broken into the drawer, found the credit card, and is splashing his cash on elite ballers right now.
Well,
on Sunday,
I know.
on Sunday, right? We were sat there thinking, all right, we'll see what happens. Straight after our stream, Fabrizio Romano dropped big, huge news about Savinho going to Tottenham, and bear in mind, we'll get onto that in a bit as well. The way it's gone crazy right now, bro, I am just baffled at what's got. The last few days have been crazy, haven't they?
Cheeky, on his way out, hid the credit card, said, no more spending. You know, I've got your players in. You know, tighten up now. You know, we don't need no more. So he's called Caldoon, and he was like, right, this is where I've hidden it. Put it under the rug. Do you know what I mean? You know, kept it quiet. Viana, mate, like a kid at Christmas. He's rooting through every drawer. He's looking in every nook and cranny. He's found it. As soon as he's found it, bam! Donnarumma, best goalkeeper in the world at the moment. Come on in. Oh, and by the way, if that's not enough, we'll go and get Rodrygo as well. How about that?
Crazy. Big up, Nick, Ian, mate. We're doing good. Big up, Dash. Yes, everyone. Let's subscribe. Past 4 days have been crazy. We'll get onto the debate about Trafford and that in a bit because I think it's worth a discussion in itself. And both me and Bella have got, I think, opinions that are sort of the same about this. Like we'll get into it in a bit. It's best that we sort of like.
I have been scrutinised for that. I'll tell you over the last few days, I have had some shit for that. I'll tell you.
Yeah. It seems like Rodrygo was something that was on the cards for the last 2 to 3 years. You've really no comments. Yeah, to be honest, I think ever since that goal, or them 2 goals against us in the semi-final years ago, I think there's always been something going on between City and Rodrygo anyway. So I'm not surprised that it's not got to this point, but it's more of a case of like surprising that a Real Madrid player of Rodrygo's quality wants to come to us, which is massive. That's massive. Like, whoa, that's huge news.
It is because of his age. You know, you look at him. He's only what, 24?
Yeah, 24. Yeah, he's young, mate. Mate. Foden Haaland older than him. Foden Haaland older than him, mate.
That's what I mean. He's super young. He's got tons of experience in La Liga. He's got tons of experience in Champions League. He's a big game player. And when you think about it, Real Madrid won around 100 million euros for him, which I believe is about 86 million quid, something like that. Now, if we manage to get, right, we've already got 30 million for McAtee with a buy and sell back clause, by the way. We've got a sell on clause and a buyback clause. So 30 million and that, Viana done absolute job worth there.
He's
and then to top it off, you know, we could be looking at around 70 million British pound for Savinho. You're looking at 100 million quid. So effectively, that just pays for Rodrygo. And when you work it out as well, So say Rodrygo's 100 million euros. Say they won 85 million for him. That then leaves 15 million quid to go towards the Donnarumma fund, and then call it what 5-10 million, something like that for Edison. You've got 25 million quid going straight to the Donnarumma fund.
Paid it off. We paid it off pretty much already. That's how crazy it's
absolutely baffling. And I guarantee you as well, Viana will add a sell-on clause to Edison's deal. He'll probably add a sell-on clause and a buyback clause to Savinho's deal. The guy is just an absolute genius.
He honestly, mate, he has the biggest balls I've seen in a long time. This guy, mate, Jorge Campos levels of shattery. He's honestly, and we'll get on to the Trafford in a little bit because it's worth a discussion. But to talk about this, right? He's replacing Edison with Donnarumma. For me, right now it's an upgrade. Right now it's an upgrade. A couple of years ago, I think it was about the same or a bit less. But now I think Edison, the way he is now, with his head not being in the club anymore, I think it's an upgrade.
It is. My theory on this is when you look at who we've had in the past, you know, we've had Edison and Ortega. Ortega has been the shot stopper that can play a pass ish.
Yeah.
You know, he's no way near as good at his feet with Edison as Edison is. No one is.
No.
But predominantly he's a shot stopper. And Edison's the ball playing, you know, out from the back goalkeeper. The problem that I've kind of found over the last sort of few years is we've not really and I know this is going to sound harsh, but we've kind of not really needed Edison as much as what we have in the past, because teams don't press like they used to against us. Teams will quite happily sit just behind the defence and just wait for us to play out and pass the ball. So teams aren't pressing the goalkeeper as much as they were. So I think the thing for me is you can kind of afford to step away from having your main goalkeeper as the ball playing sort of additional defender, if you like, because Edison, even though he's a goalkeeper, he kind of almost becomes the fifth man in defence.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of the one that plays out from the back and kind of starts to build up. We've kind of not really needed somebody that good with their feet over the last sort of season or two, because people don't press as much as they used to. So you can kind of lose the ball playing abilities for somebody with a shot that's good at shot stopping. But if you ever do find yourself against a team that likes to press the goalkeeper, you've also got a ball-playing goalkeeper in James Trafford that can actually do that too.
Yeah, exactly.
So basically, we've gone from having our primary goalkeeper, that's the ball-playing goalkeeper, and the backup goalkeeper, which is the shot stopper, to now having a better shot-stopping goalkeeper as our primary goalkeeper and the ball-playing goalkeeper as our backup. So it's kind of flipped. But it makes complete sense why they're doing it. And quite frankly, you know, I'm not going to ever say that I feel sorry for James Trafford, because he's come to the best club in the world, in my opinion, the best club in the world, the best run club in the world. And he's going to get game time, and he's going to learn and be around the best players in the world. You know, he's not going to have, no disrespect to the guy, but he's not going to have, you know, like a striker from Burnley having shots against him in training. He's going to be having Erling Haaland having shots against him in training. The guy's just going to naturally develop because he's playing with better players. So, go on.
Big up, by the way, because yesterday he made his debut on Mancunian Wednesday on the Stateside Blue show yesterday. I'll big him up because he spoke very well, and it's good to see a channel doing really well. I'll be this year, Bray at 1K show, hopefully.
I would say the same, but he's only said hiya to you, so I'm not even going to acknowledge it.
Fair enough. Right, Jack, come on. Do better. Come on. Both. Big up Steve. I will say, because obviously, touched about a risk. I think the thing is, if Edison does go, but be a good Donnarumma, that is a risk. But I'm sorry, right? Donnarumma, for me, is going to happen. Because look at it. No club's going in for him, which is baffling. Like, not a single, like, United, fair enough. Like, I mean, he was like, he's like, fuck off to that. Fair play. Find someone that doesn't see the bullshit PR going on over there. It's a fuck club. Stay away from it. It's no one there, lads. Ain't gonna happen.
Just to jump in on what you've just said, Adam Quinn in the chat.
Just getting through the comments, mate. Oh, bear with me. Oh shit! Sorry, God, you've put a message up. We'll go back.
We'll go back through the comments in a sec. I just wanted to pull this up, kind of what we were talking about. So I found out earlier on today from some source that I know. Now, I don't claim to be ITK at all. I just tell people the information that I've been told. Now, the person who's told me about the stage that we were having, I found out weeks before. Before do you remember when we signed Savinho? I was told weeks before that we were having a stage, and ultimately it came true. This same person has told me that Ederson to Galatasaray is done. Medical will happen in the next few days. I don't think he's even going to be a part of the travelling squad with. He shouldn't be with Wolves. I don't. That's what I've been told. Again, I don't claim to be ITK. I'm just a normal guy, like everyone else in the chat. But I trust people when they tell me things. So that's all I've heard.
Let's go. Big up. Big up, Steve. That's right. Steve, I've been doing good, my friend. The thing is, right, the fact that Spurs have come back and saying, right, you know what, we'll pay even more for him. Like, Viana, how are you doing this? Almost £60 million in a bid. He said, no, fuck that, I want more than that. This guy's going to make a killing on Savinho. It's incredible doing right now. Honestly, Viana, credit where it's due, he is cooking up the storm right now. He's honestly unbelievable. So there's another place Saturday.
LB's in the chat. Nice to have you, mate. Nice to see you.
Big LB, maybe doing good, my friend. Also, pretty sure I saw on that. Like, I think it's stream at 9:30. There's a big long title. I don't remember when it was. I remember sort of seeing it before I started stream. I'm not sure what it was about, but I saw the chat and I was like, it's quite a mad chat in there.
I'll tell you that the most active City streamer on YouTube by far. The guy doesn't sleep.
The work rate.
Does not sleep.
It's crazy, man. Big up there, man. Big up.
I tell you, he speaks to HR and give himself a pay rise. I tell you, because the guy does not rest.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, but big up, man. Big up, Monday. Exactly. That's what I've been saying since sit down. Now look, big up Alan, right? I get where Alan's coming from, but the problem is, I said before, Trafford's not a bench player now. He will say right now, he will play Trafford and Donnarumma together, not together obviously, but both have game time together.
I mean, will play a lot of games. To be fair, mate, like Pep's done worse things. It wouldn't surprise me.
Both in goal. Yeah, no one's saying anything, mate. 2-on-2. No one's getting through off the wall. The other found some dosh at the back of the yeah, mate. A lot of dosh. Saved from many years of saving, mate. I imagine. Honestly, £85 million both them players is ridiculously insane. I'm saying that's unbelievable business.
Yeah,
unbelievable business. Rodrygo is young, very inexperienced. Exactly, 24 years old, mate, and wasted because they want to prioritize Bellingham, Mbappe, and Vinicius Jr. 3 good players, but I mean that's what they take the piss at, right? Rodrygo's a talented player; he deserves more game time. Him and Arda Güler, for me, are brilliant players. There's a lot better than what they're getting right now. So I'm happy that he's getting a little can. Let's have a look. We're making.
Yeah.
If we get a son called Savio, bro, he's in a madness.
I personally think we do, because this is the way that we seem to do business. You know, especially if the young players. We're not. I couldn't imagine. Like yeah.
Love that comment. Love that. He does. Mate, this guy is like, right, screw you, Levy. I'm robbing you blind. Perez, fuck off. I'm not getting that, mate. This guy, mate, is just, honestly, Viana. Look, big up to G for what he did, bro. But like, Viana, mate, has changed the club mentality. Not that he's improved it, he's changed it.
He has, yeah.
It's a different club now to what it was on the GQ. That's fun, by the way.
Yeah, let me just add to that as well. Like, he's come from Sporting Lisbon over to City. Like, that's a whole different level. Like, you know, don't get me wrong. Sporting Lisbon expect to win, you know, or be there or thereabouts in their league. But, you know, to come to one of the biggest clubs in Europe, if not the world, like, and do what he's doing, like, that's you know, it's kind of one of them, in it. Like, you know, it's like sink or swim. You know, like Calvin Phillips coming from Leeds to City. It was like, it's sink or swim, in it. You know, that it's going to go one way or the other. And I tell you, he's swimming.
Calvin Phillips tweet, bro. The Calvin Phillips tweet I put out was just put it literally. That kind of put out right sums up Pep. Like, what are you still doing here? You still here? I told you to fuck off. Why are you still here? It perfectly sums it up. But like, why are you still here, bro? Choice season is midfield. Oh bloody hell, man! But big up Almeida for commenting, man. Big up to him, man. Or big channel, bro.
Great
yeah,
guy.
Monster
Great guy as well. Not just a great streamer, but just a great person.
Yeah, brilliant guy. Yeah, big up to fair play. Carry on, it's fair play.
Wow. Which one are you at? This is City. Are you in Tenerife, you know, Lanzarote? Which one are you at?
Yeah, hopefully, bro. Hopefully, why Donovic? Do you know what it is? Right, I get this kind of comment because I think Trafford for me is a good keeper already, and will get better with us. But the thing is, for me, you need experience because Trafford's only played really at Bolton and Burnley, which by the way isn't bad. By the way, playing in League One Championship football is good. It's good for development. But the Premier League is the levels that go up. UCL goes up. He needs to be playing with a keeper who's going to get the best out of him and train him. For me,
yeah.
And I think Donnarumma will be a great mentor on the way to him because, like, right, you know, similar sort of size as a keeper. You know, obviously Donnarumma's a bit different, maybe obviously to Trafford, but they both close each other. What they do.
The guy's 22 years old. Yeah, he's doing a great job. Great job.
Brilliant job.
The guy's 22 years old. He's had absolutely no Champions League experience at all. You know, we can't, and especially with the way that our fan base is at the moment, and you know, if he makes one bad pass that ends up leading to a goal, like he's gonna get absolutely ripped to shreds by the fan base. They're gonna want him out quicker than he's come in. So, you know, and no, the thing is, right, if you look at outfield players generally are protected by other outfield players. So if one of them makes like a dodgy dribble or makes a dodgy pass, it can be recovered pretty quickly. If you're a young goalkeeper that's coming, you know, that's on the up, if he gets a little bit shaky or a little bit nervous. Now we saw against whoever we played, who did we play? Palermo. We saw against Palermo. He looked a bit shaky, and you know he's bound to be. You know, it's a massive step up for him. You know, going from Burnley up to, you know, the 4-time Premier League champions, the treble winners. You know, it's naturally going to be a big step for him. So, and what I was saying before about being protected, Like if you're like Rico Lewis or Nico O'Reilly or any of these sort of outfield players, generally they're protected by the man next to them. So if they make a mistake, it can be recovered. If Trafford makes a mistake, it's in the back of the net.
Yep.
So for me, I don't want to rush him. I want him to develop in the team, take his time. I do want him to get minutes in Carabao Cup games, FA Cup games, maybe even some Prem games. I do want to see him get game time, and I think he definitely will get game time. But if we're playing Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, United, Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG, I don't want to put the whole weight of the club directly on a 22-year-old goalkeeper's shoulders. I just don't want it to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Walter exactly. That's what we need, bro. He needs experience. Trafford for me, right? Trafford's feel betrayed. No, he won't. He'll be like, all right. Either way, right? This will prove Trafford even more. Imagine Trafford, bro, after a year of about for one place. He'll be in better. He'll got in better keeper. He will. Trust me. This guy, these team keepers are going to push themselves to the limits against that team. It's going to be brilliant to watch.
Yeah.
And it's what we want to see. The right back, look, I'm frustrated too. I want a right back as well. But if we're being real here at the moment, I just can't see them. I know Viana's been working miracles there, but I think that's probably going to have to be the kind of one where we're going to like just find a way around it next summer. It's going to be a hatch job kind of thing every year, which is annoying, but unfortunately you can't get everything you want.
The other thing is as well is the right back that we would have to bring in would have to be a homegrown right back, because I saw Nobbins' post before and he's done the maths and worked out all the players. After all the current outgoings have gone out, Premier League, we're absolutely fine. We've got 17 bang on. In the Champions League, we're actually one over. So as it stands, we're going to have to get rid of a current non-homegrown player. My theory on it is it's probably going to be Gundogan. I think he's... Yeah. And bearing in mind, this is with Echeverri going out of the door as well. We need Echeverri to go on. So, I know there's been, I'm sort of looking in the chat, I know there's rumours of City could go in for Xavi Simons. Personally, for me, I don't see that happening.
No.
I think that's a agent tactic to try and get more money out of Chelsea.
100%. Yeah. To me, right, also, right, I'm going to say this now, Rodrygo, right, Rodrygo isn't going to Arsenal. Forget that bullshit. I'm sorry, right? If Rodrygo's an idiot, fine, go to Arsenal. Enjoy winning nothing again. He's a winner. He'll want to go to a club that's going to play him. And the thing is, right, I think you'll know him off, right? He won't get played every single game because it obviously a bit of rest here and there. But the thing is, Rodrygo, right, he'll be a main player in the team. He'll be a starter. Imagine Marmoush, Rodrygo, and Haaland up front on the game. A Champions League game. We got Marmoush, Haaland, and Rodrygo pressing a back line with like Foden in behind, and Rodri. Imagine that midfield, bro. This team, honestly, bro. This season, because I'm all right for a major quadruple year. The football on display this year will be incredible to watch. Finally, it's going to get lovely because I think last season, right, mate. It was the fact that it was horrible, but it was more the fact that it was just so depressing at times. With it was the play being the way it was, and results went great, but that happens one time. But when it all comes together in one big storm, it feels the worst it's ever been. But when bro, like this right, forget all the bullshit negativity from some people in this fucking community. The one like people in the chat, like you and me, right? We're buzzing. We're like, bring it on. Yeah. People right, are putting us third or fourth.
I mean, to be honest, mate, let them. I don't really care.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Put us ninth if you want. Like,
but that's good, mate, because it puts a target on the Liverpool back and Arsenal's back and Chelsea's back. Whereas our back, all right, well, apparently we've done enough. So, all right, if you think we've done enough,
yeah, dude, they can, mate. They can do what they want. They can say what they want. But at the end of the day, like, if you look historically over the years, like they've gone and, you know, in that time where we had, I think, was it 8 consecutive years where it was either us or Liverpool that was winning the league. I mean, technically that still is the case, because do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But over that time, like, you look at it really, you know, most of the time they're all saying, "Oh, Liverpool are going to win the league." Liverpool, like, kiss their asses as much as you want. Like, I don't really care at this point. Like, we've proven it, we can do it, and if you want to doubt us, then continue to doubt us. Like, that's absolutely fine. I personally don't think that Liverpool have got enough defensively to cope with winning the league again.
Because they bought, is it that Leone from Parma, who's obviously a young prodigy coming through, which, to be fair, you know, what I've heard from Italian football, that kind of stuff, he's obviously a promising defender. But this is the thing, it's a promising defender. It's not, he's coming to English football. Again, I'm not saying he can't do it.
The other thing, you look historically, how many Italian players have actually made it in the Prem?
There's Giaccherini, Barini, Sunderland.
Yeah, but I'm talking like, I mean, I'm talking like up there. Like, there's you've got Zola. Like what, Balotelli,
Zola, yeah.
That there's not many at all.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Look at Chiesa. Look at Chiesa. Chiesa was at Liverpool last year. They absolutely ruined him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and to be fair, mate, Chiesa's actually a good player, mate. He's a really good player. Don't realize how good he actually is. We're more starting with, mate. Honestly, mate, the wings right now, mate. Especially Rodrygo coming in for Savinho. Look, again, I'll say this now, right? Nothing is done, by the way. We're not sitting here celebrating Donnarumma or Rodrygo yet, because until we get Here We Go confirms and guarantee from Bajkowski or Jack Bond, I ain't celebrating anything right now. I've got the edits ready to go for a stream when they arrive. I've got them ready to go. You know, I'm prepared to put on air. But I ain't doing it yet until I get confirmation, because honestly, we'll get burnt here. Until things are done, players are out the door, players are in the door, we'll celebrate it. But it's more of a chat. General chat about what's going on. Because, bro, people always assume that it's done. But no, it's done when it's officially done. Again, all we're told, mate, is what's going on. It doesn't mean it hasn't happened yet until you put on, you know, media and that. So, at the moment, we're still waiting, obviously, for news on it. But, you know, Nick, honestly, get back to that level of football, mate. With this team, Shirky number 10, mate. Oh, mate, Shirky 10. It's beautiful. It is beautiful, mate. Joe, before we move on as well, big up Grealish, by the way, again at Everton. Wish him all the best. I think it'd be very well at Everton. I think it'd be a good time for him to develop his career. And is it new ground, new era for them? Obviously, at a new ground now. Obviously, past Goodison. I think it'd be good for them to sort of see how he does that. Honestly, I really wish him all the best. Great guy.
And you know what? Kudos to Viana again. Like, what was it? A £50 million a £50 million pound. No,
£15 million loan fee apparently.
Yeah, £15 million loan fee, but a £50 million option to buy.
Again, I'll stress, by the way, that loan fee, I'm not sure it's confirmed or not. It's what we were hearing.
Yeah,
it could be less than that, it could be more, but I have a feeling it's around that.
75% of his wages as well. Like, you can't argue with anything that Viana's done this window at all. I think. I know what you mean. I think if you were to look at it, where, you know, if we were to bring in Donnarumma and if we were to bring in Rodrygo, where would this sit as in terms of the best City transfer window, like of all time? For me,
mate,
it's either this one or it's the one where we signed David Silva, like that, when we signed all of them in one go. Mind you, the second season after Pep, that was a pretty big window.
Yeah. I think for me, right, the worst one for me was probably 12-13, because Jesus Christ, that was fucking terrible. Scott Sinclair and Jack Rodwell after winning the league title. Honestly, this fan base would have had a mental breakdown up and now. Like back then, mate, that season, right, was crap as well. I only got a second, it wasn't that bad, but it was terrible for what it should have been, mate. Honestly, that season, awful. But yeah, I think this one, mate, if Rodrygo doesn't get through, I think these two are it after that. I can't just get any more barring a surprise last minute deal. After these two are done, that's it, I think. Can't see that.
I mean, you just don't know with Viana at the wheel. Do you know what I mean?
It's like insert music WWE. It's Viana. He's got more spray bringing in. It's Memento. No,
you don't know. You've got no clue when Viana's steering this shit, mate. I tell you.
I'll put an edit together of Viana looking like a WWE, like the walk-up music, like Memento. No, right, back secure. Winning all 4 trophies, we'll win 4 or 5 trophies. If that happens, mate, I don't even know anymore. You're right, because the thing is, right, this guy, mate, is doing things that I never thought possible. Like, I know it's like crazy, but this guy's pulling deals out of his arse. That I'm like, how are you going to bloody Levy and pushing and spending over on Savinho? Like he's controlling Levy, he's controlling Perez, and bloody who is it? Is it El Khalifi as well? 3 tough negotiators, and he's saying, right, fuck you lot, I'm coming in here, new on the job, I'm sure it's done.
We've actually built up a really, really strong relationship with PSG as well since Viana's come in. What I've heard behind the scenes is that Viana's built up a really, really good rapport with PSG. So, you know, he's building bridges as well. The guy's just insane. And, you know, to go and squeeze Tottenham for every penny that they've got.
Yeah, Nick. Last season was very 12-13, wasn't it? Very 12-13.
Well, yeah, I mean, we finished third.
Third, not second, but close enough. Close enough. Yeah, I'll give it that one. You know, if we're second, then you're right on the money. Third, it's not far away, but yeah, I mean, big up. Yeah, I think he will.
Yeah,
I think. Because bear in mind, a mate of mine who's also a big Spurs fan as well, he had a chat with me because he said to me about Savinho, so like he likes the he thinks he'll do well at Tottenham, but he said, but he's not a C player. He said, fair enough. I think you're right because I like Savinho. I think he'd have been great for us this year, next year, improving himself overall. But if you said to me, right, you can get £70 million British pounds for him right now, Rodrygo replace him right now. Or you can keep on for 2 to 3 years, but it isn't guaranteed to get any better. I'm like, Rodrygo.
Yeah.
You have to, because, mate, profit on him within a year of getting him and get a player for probably less or just about the same or a bit more.
Yeah.
How crazy is that, bro? How crazy is that?
Just to put it out there as well, we've got 380 currently watching on X. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please do come over. It really, really does help. Come over to our YouTube and just click that subscribe button. It really, really does help. Nearly 400 in the building at the moment. Anyone here on YouTube already, please, give us a like. It really does help.
Yeah, also right. Big up, because I know how it is with people. Obviously, I know when Mark streaming, they'll be streaming. I get obviously they're bigger channels and also great guys themselves who do great content themselves, right? So we get if you're here watching us to them, right? Big up to you because we do appreciate it, all support. No matter if it's just one person here, or 35 or even 100 sometimes that are in here. You know, it's massively appreciated whoever's in here, supporting us all the time. So big up to you guys. Like as well, as I've said. Look at a great welcome. Doc, you know what, right? Doku, by the way. Big up to him. I like Savio, right? Savio obviously doesn't for a lot of the way when things are going and wants to obviously get guaranteed. Fair enough. I get that. I get why you want to obviously get guaranteed game time. But Doku himself has said this year is a breakout year. I want to go for like, hey, if you improve, mate, and you get better, then I'm all for it. I am, because I only feel like for me, if he comes in this year, mate, has a great season, I would be, I'll be buzzing for him. Look, obviously, it isn't guaranteed. There's a lot of things that caveats that, but it'll be amazing to see, like, how much she's progressed already since Club World Cup to come on a good year of goals, assists, and providing. It would be really nice to see him do that. It really would, because I think there's a lot in there from him, but obviously got to see it. Big up, Dutch, mate. I'm doing good.
Yes, guys. All good.
All good, mate. All good.
Yeah. What's happened in the past 4 days, man? Something's happened. Something's good. Something's bad.
It's been, mate. You and me have been in Martin's spaces, mate. Fucking like World War IV in it at the moment, mate. It's crazy how intense they get. Honestly,
Oh, mate. Some popcorn I got, man, and some Coca-Cola, man. You know what I mean? The Avengers are happening again, man. The first one ended, and now you got a second one. Don't worry, man. Wolves on that Saturday. Well, the third Avengers one will happen again. I'm telling you, that back line, if Gavardo's not fit, it's gonna be mental.
Bro, imagine a back five, right? Of Donnarumma. Now, the right back obviously wants that long term, but it's not going to happen this year. So let's say it won't happen, but let's put Husanov there, right back. Let's say he gives him a go and it works out for the season. Husanov, not Stones. Yeah, he can't fully fit with us on. Husanov, Diaz, Vardy, ain't Nori with Donnarumma and goal.
That's good enough to win. That's way good enough to win. It's just packages it immense.
Yeah, I'll make the attack. I don't know what to do anymore. There's so many options to go with. Like, who do you go with? Like, this is going to be like. I just feel like for me, right? I think you won't see Pep's best team for a while. He has to work out what's best. Because you got Mahmoud, Baku. Well, look, obviously Rodrygo hasn't even got that point yet, so we'll put him on the back burner for now until we get a proper on that one. But Savio right now, I doubt he'll play on Saturday anyway. Savinho, I doubt it. But
whose mic's that? It's making like a proper cheap, chirpy kind of tweety noise.
I think it's Darsh's. I think might be. I think.
Yeah, that's mine. Yeah, I think.
I don't worry, man. No worries. Yeah, I just honestly, right. I just think this season, right, is going to be much better structurally. And I think Wolves, obviously going to Wolves, obviously chat now. I'm really excited for Saturday because it's going to be. I have no idea how it's going to go. I'm not worried at all. I'm not looking forward to it because even if it's not perfect, by the way, it won't be. By the way, it won't be at all. By the way, for our first game, this is a fresh new team now. This fresh new team, fresh new setup, new ideas, new coaching staff. It's going to be a lot of change going on. So I'm all for the progression and development of the squad because people themselves need to kind of chill a bit as well on where we're going to be. Get people, I won 1-0, I wasn't good enough. It's right now, it's getting results on the board. Start of the year. For me, it's getting results. Start the season off well and build along. That's where for me, because again, if I ask like 5 different City fans, what would be your ideal team? Well, you get 5 different answers.
Yeah,
that's how mad it is right now. I'll ask you, mate. Who's going first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I mean, for Wolves, you can't play Matthias. That's for sure. You're gonna, his pressure's gonna be up the roof, and you'll make mistakes against Wolves, especially. So,
yeah,
I don't think that. I think against Wolves, I think the new manager, the lower block they've gone with ever since. I think it was Gary O'Neill that got sacked. He's been good. They've been keeping up the votes. Now,
What
I
this
think a
calls
few
for.
for what for,
It's
mate.
about
I think it calls for the lineup builder.
line up.
You know,
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
Time. It's
Go on.
time.
It's time to go.
Park the chair
the
out.
Batley
See, he's back.
Part the charity. After months out of Club World Cup bullshit, like that stuff, we're finally back doing bloody team predictions, man. Come on, feels good, man. It's good to be back. Here we go. Confirmed.
Sorry, Dark. I was just cutting on what you were saying. Crack on, mate.
Oh no, good. That's fine, mate. It's just for that game we need low block breakers, and I think maybe Turkey's the best one to start first and foremost. Probably the most crucial
Yeah.
one because it's not about the dribbling with Turkey. It's about his weight of pass, and we see that from the Club World Cup and obviously against Palmeiras in that first half. So I think it's a definite starter for us.
Yeah. Right. So I think we'll see here that Edison's not playing at all in squad on Saturday.
Yeah,
From
what I've heard, he's not going to even be travelling.
Yeah.
So it's going to be what Trafford and goal, obviously, and Ortega on the bench. But then again, though, knowing Pep, watching Pep Ortega instead of Trafford now.
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. I don't think Trafford will be a part of. I don't think Ortega will be part of the squad either. He wasn't with the squad during the Club World Cup. He wasn't with the squad during Palermo. I think he's been told, find yourself a club.
Possibly, yeah.
Well, so I think you're going to have Battinelli as the backup.
Yeah.
So I
Trafford
think we're all at agreement. It's going to be Trafford to start in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Me,
Start. Yeah.
We'll put in the obvious ones. It's obviously going to be Haaland.
Yeah. Bro, Marmoush up front. What? If this guy's just messing around with the team. No, play the ones we know you're going to play, Pep. No more roulette. Come on. The structure.
Reinders.
Ryan is the mum. Oh, Tijani Reinders, mate. I want to. Oh, mate, I got it, man. Baller.
Mate, honestly. I said for that Palmeiras game, by the way, I had to go back on just to watch the whole thing. And my word, this guy. I knew he was good at Milan, but
mate. I say me and Bebe have said that before. Like he's like a Dutch Yaya Toure, like a Ruud Gullit kind of player. Bomb forward, defend back, all round player. He's brilliant. All we need now is all we need now is Redlock now. It's Gullit.
So are we saying Nori starts?
Yeah, he'll start. He'll play.
Yeah, he'll start. Yeah, he'll start.
He kind of didn't end badly with him for Wolves, did it? So,
No. Wolves fans, as far as I'm aware, Wolves fans love him still, so it's fine.
So who are we saying is the centre backs? Because this is a bit of a tricky one. I don't think Vardiol's in training, is he?
I think he is, but isn't it like just general
light training?
Light training, I think, isn't it? He's not fully fit yet, so I imagine it's probably a bench job for him. So,
okay.
I'll be surprised.
Ake and Diaz. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
What you're going to see is you're going to see Marmoush cutting in and inverting, so he's going to be more like that. Nori's going to be running that line, which then means that Ake will step out to sort of a left back.
Guys, I'm sorry, right? Today, have you seen, right, just quickly, right? Nottingham Forest are about to pay 37.5 million for Murray Hutchinson for Ipswich. By the way, 37.5 million for a player at Ipswich, and Brentford are about to pay £42.5 million for a sub player at Bournemouth. Uwatara. By the way, I like him. By the way.
Everyone
He's
says.
a good player, by the way, Danko, but that's a mad amount of money for him. It's mad. Sorry, carry on.
Who was right back, by the way? Are we saying Rico Lewis?
Rico. I'll play Rico.
Because
I don't think
what
so.
I think you'll find is Rico will step into sort of the 6.
I'm thinking either Akanji, mate, or Kusanov.
I don't think
It sounds mad.
I don't think Kusanov will play right back. I think he's seen as a centre back option. I mean, you could play Kusanov instead of Ake, but I don't see that because he's right-footed.
Because William Boggs. I think that's how you spell his name, William Boggs.
Yeah,
Jim Balaguer, Jim Balaguer. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been saying about how the other centre backs have been shadow training at right back, obviously throughout the summer, and I won't be surprised if I saw Kusanov. Probably not now, but maybe later on in the Dead Rubber games, he might just experiment. But Pep, he's we all know he's a madman. So yeah,
Are we saying Ruben Diaz?
Yeah, Ruben Diaz.
Yeah.
For me.
I think Núñez will play.
Do you know what? Right, if he plays, he'll score. He'll score a screamer from right back, like a long shot, out.
I hope he does that.
Oh my
He's celebrating in front of the fucking wall. Yes. Out of my chair. Yeah.
You could the Aberdale sneeze slide, man.
Personally, I think it'll be Rico Lewis. Personally,
bro, 8 Nori cross, Núñez finish, 1-0 up. The Wolves link up against Wolves. See that team, right? By the way, is actually a really good team. It's brilliant.
Yeah,
it is. But I'm not liking okay.
Well, not over.
I don't think
Obviously,
overall. I don't think it's many minutes. I think that centre back pairing will be elite.
No, it's an elite.
Because if you look against Palermo, Kusanov played the left-sided centre back role.
He was good, by the way. He was really good,
and he did really well. Yeah, for me, that's going to be the team.
I'm wondering, that in attack, I'm going to go 2-3-5 because it does make sense if Pep's going to continue from last season in terms of the fact of the last 10 games. We have seen him go 2-3-5 going forward.
So it's effectively going to be something.
Oh
yeah, John Stones. We forgot about him.
The issue with Stones for me is when he's fit, but this is what we all know with Stones, right? Eventually he gets injured. That's the issue with Stones. When he's fit, he's brilliant. For being a starter. When he's injured, it's impossible. That's how long he's out for. So it's all down to me. It's all down to me to his fitness. Why is that a Christmas tree lineup?
So on the ball, that's effectively how I think it'd look.
Sorry, tree FC just get a blue hat, blue hat and hair on the sideline. Santa Claus, reindeer formation. God, what is that, man?
I genuinely believe on the ball, though, that's how it'll look. Yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, right, that actually is a very good team. But this is the thing, mate. That is probably isn't our best team. And that team's going to change massively in the next few weeks. This is how crazy. Honestly, like we have no idea. Like, honestly, if actually right now, right, what would be your ideal team if everyone was fit? I would probably
it wouldn't be far off this, to be honest with you.
Yeah, probably. I mean, obviously, if Donnarumma comes in, I'll hear it go and go. But yeah.
Well, yeah, if Donnarumma and Rodrygo come in, then I'm gonna sound like I'm being tight, but but then if Rodri's fit.
This is what I mean, mate. We've got an insane squad. People put us third and fourth, mate. because last year we were
Right.
that bad. I'm going to say it now, right? Thank God last year was so shit because now people have forgotten how good we are, and I think it was a lot. I think this year we surprised a lot of people this year. Because we're going to surprise a lot of people. Whenever we fit, mate, it's going to be. I think if we go for mate convincingly and beat Slot and beat the machine, all of a sudden it's going to change. I guarantee you, mate. 1-5 stories start up again. You get cheating bastards and how much money you get and add-ons to certain wages. Apparently now that certain players are getting now, you'll start getting all that again in a few weeks. Because what it is, people obviously right now where we are, people are okay, they're crap now. Yeah, it isn't worth battering them. But when we playing again, mate, it'll happen again.
But we all know this, Luke. Like, this is what they're going to do always. But the thing is that when they say that, you know we'll have it back. That's the thing. We all know this. Last year, everyone was feeling sympathy for us. I'm like, what the hell is this? Whenever I've seen rivals sympathize with City, you know what I mean? Like, we want them to fucking go on a rant, you know what I mean? Those 20-minute rants about our son signing Donnarumma and Rodrygo, you know what I mean? Like,
bro, I'm going to say it right. The reaction to both signings, right? I understand it from like from a certain point of view, right? But the way it's got out of control is crazy. Like, at the end of the day, right? We want our team to win. For me, some players in academy will probably leave to other clubs because unfortunately it's going to happen.
If this is what the team, if you want all your decent players to start, you have to sacrifice a defender. So I'm sorry, Rico Lewis, you're on the bench. We'll play 3 at the back, and then we'll have Mamouche and Haaland up front with Foden,
front 6, mate? Jesus, that front 6, mate, against Onana and Maguire are going to murder them. Bloodbath on the dance floor. Watching Haaland and Santa FC. I love how you change your name. Bro, that front 6, right? Foden and Shirky together on the wing. Got Reinders running spots for Rodrygo. Mamouche and Haaland held around the bottom. Haaland being the one that attracts all defenders to him. Mamouche holding off him. This is one of the best attacks I think I've had ever. The way it's going.
Imagine starting that. You know what? Yeah, this goes back to Pep's original philosophy, where
It is.
we don't mind conceding goals, just score more than the other team.
Bro, Rodrygo and Foden on the wings, mate, fucking or chopping up with Shirky and Ryan. Oh.
I kind of feel like as well, if you've got a genuinely good shot stopper in goal, you can kind of afford to sacrifice a defender and literally play that system.
And then, bro, off the bench, bro. Doku off the bench.
The only thing that I would change about this.
Who's another on the counter attack, bro? So tackling.
That is perfect. Imagine that. Because what you could effectively do is when they're on the ball, when the opposition's on the ball,
everyone back a little bit.
You could have Rodri effectively dropping into a centre back position, and then Reinders would basically. Do you know what I mean? Reinders would then drop back into the 6, or you could have the other way around.
Bro,
of course, mate.
But bro, guys, you didn't realize about on the bench, right? We got Ronaldo Silva on the bench for a bit of impact. You got bloody Doku on the bench. Got O'Reilly. Like, I'm forgetting what players. Bob, you got Bob on the bench. You bring Bob off and probably. We've got so many options, bro, in this team. But look, will some players want to go to the time? Yeah, of course they will. But this is how good our team's going to be, mate. This is a rebuild. We're rebuilding for the future.
If I was the opposition looking at that, I would be absolutely shitting my pants. Imagine the defence and the goalkeeper looking in front of him, and he's got Haaland and Mamouche, and then just behind them, you've got Foden, Reinders, Cherky, and Rodrygo. And then if you somehow manage to get past them, you've then got to get through Husanov, Ruben Diaz, Nori, and Rodri. And then if you somehow manage to get past that, you've then got to score against the 6'8" bloody Italian monster in there. It's
mate, Monstars, mate. It's the Monstars of the Space Jam. Mate, last year, we're angry. We were angry, weren't we, after last season? This is what I want to see from the club. Retaliation.
Yeah, same.
Oh, mate. You're in that squad, yeah? When you look at Foden and Rodrygo, I don't think people understand how underrated presses they are, because both can press very, very well when going back. And Reinders as well, and Mamouche. So if people are be worrying about the press, we'll be just fine as well. Now,
did you watch Cherky against Palermo? He was everywhere, mate. He was kind of like the attacking version of a Bernardo Silva.
He was in the sixth in a good point of the match.
Yeah.
Bro, Derby day, mate. I need 7 goals past him, minimum. I need 7 past him. I don't give a fuck.
No, I mean 10.
I'll tell you what.
No, I mean 10.
If that team goes up against United on Derby Day, I'd expect 10.
Maniacal watch long laughter and watch every goal goes in. Have a shot. Mate,
that is scary.
Oh, mate. Bro,
that sounds like a lot of the best in Europe.
It is. It's better than Mbappe in Europe. Right. Do you know what, right? Look as well at the fees. Reinders, what? Is it £45 million?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cherky, £30 million. 75 million. Rodrygo, about 80 million pounds, let's say. Maybe what if you want to get him for less, mate? Yeah.
At this rate, it wouldn't surprise me if he managed to get him for 40 quid's worth of Tesco's vouchers and a Snicker bar. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, if Viana, mate, he fucking win. Apprentice, mate, he cut a little sugar. This is honestly like it's. I do not get the negativity in the fan base, mate. This is what we're going into. We've got a new team. Is it going to be? Well, we're not as good. Of course, it's going to be. This is a new team. We're not going to be insane overnight. It will take time, but that's why, as fans, to watch this team get better and better throughout the season.
Well, exactly.
A rebuild, people. It's a rebuild. You are. I mean, it works efficiently straight away.
Right. I think we set rules on here now. If you're negative, right, when you don't have to be, this is like unprovoked negativity. Granted, if we go and get smacked up by Wolves at the weekend, 5-0 or 3-0 or whatever, fair enough. You have the right to be negative. If you go and sign Donnarumma or Rodrygo, I reckon 3 strikes and you're out for a minute. Yeah, I reckon you have to sit backstage for a minute and you're not allowed to talk.
Because some people, right, honestly, are being way too negative.
Oh, man, yeah, Luke, yeah. We've seen in the spaces.
But no, Dash, look, we obviously other things that obviously I understand. Of course, especially with Trump, I understand people come from certain things. But this is a rebuild. This is what if you want to see it be ruthless, this is being ruthless. This is what you get. The Arnold's ruthless. Grealish, right?
Oh, exactly.
Bye. See you later. See you later, Grealish.
The other thing I've noticed about Viana now, correct me if I'm wrong. I think he's planning for life after Pep.
I think he is as well.
I think what he's doing. I don't think Pep wants this type of goalkeeper, but when an opportunity like Donnarumma comes in, because Donnarumma's only like 26, he's got 10 years left in him minimum.
Yep.
I think the way that he's going about it is by bringing in the world beaters in Rodrygo and Donnarumma. And let's not forget, Reinders is I'm classing Reinders as part of that category. You know, he was the best midfielder in Serie A last year. He's been absolutely world class in Club World Cup and against Palermo. I'm currently putting him in that category because he's been consistent even last year. Let's be real, a pretty poor AC Milan team. So for me, he's buying all of these players in because these players, even though they'll fit the Pep system, he's building for life after Pep. He's not using necessarily Pep type players. So, you know, what I mean by that is like, you know, Pep might want to bring in, I don't know, like a Morgan Gibbs White, for example. And then he's gone, no. I'm in charge. I'm bringing in Reinders. Because you're going to get, like, it's kind of like the same with Foden. Like, Foden is very much like a Pep-style footballer because that's all he's known. All he's known is life under Pep. And that's kind of proven itself at England. Like, when Foden plays for England, he's nowhere near the levels he is at City. And that's because England play a completely different type of way. I think what Viana's doing here is going, right, this is too good of an opportunity to pass up on Donnarumma. He's leaving PSG. He's the best goalkeeper in the world currently. Any manager on the planet, with the exception of Luis Enrique, obviously, who wanted him out, would have Donnarumma in their team. So for me, I think this is a little bit of what would Pep like now and what's going to work now, but also what's going to be good for the future. Because you look at the ages of the players that he's brought in. Reinders is only just going into his prime. You know, Rodrygo's nowhere near his prime yet. He's only like 24. Cherky's what, 21, 22?
Yeah.
Donnarumma's 26, not even in his prime. He's going
It's
into
a young team, bro. It's a young team now, man.
Husanov,
20.
an incredible centre back that has, you know, he does have areas to improve, but you know, he's young and he's already kind of semi-proven himself by the fact that we've chucked him in at the deep end. I just think part of me is like, what's going to work for the now, but also what's going to work for the future, and it doesn't matter what manager we bring in because these players are good enough to win games regardless.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it.
It's continuity, isn't it? It's continuing the same thing over and over, but there's a difference when the next manager comes in. There'll be some players they may not want, of course, but it'll be the same set that got us in the position in the first place that can carry on to the next generations and so on and so forth. Not that bad. Good set.
I get that. I get the Trafford, right? I get people wanting to play. But the thing is, right, he's 22 years old, right? He has to earn his place, and I think he will earn it. People are like, oh, he might ever. No, he will. But I'm sorry, right? Edison and Ortega often rotate each other, don't they? Constantly. If Trafford comes in and does a really, really good job, he'll get a lot more games to play. Pep will play him. He will play him. This isn't something like, yo.
At the end of the day as well, goalkeepers do get injured. You need to have a decent backup goalkeeper. You look at a lot of teams. They've got a very, very good number one, but an absolute awful number two. You know, the way that we play football, we're bound to get injuries. Look at Edison over the last few years. Edison's been getting injured left, right, and centre over the last few years. Yep. Ortega's played loads of games. You know, he's still going to get FA Cup games. He'll probably be the number one FA Cup goalkeeper. He'll probably be the number one Carabao Cup goalkeeper. He'll still get games in, the early stages of the Champions League. He'll still get games in the Premier League. This guy is still going to get 30 games a season.
Yep.
He's still going to get 25, 30 games a season, which in effect isn't that much less than what he was getting for Burnley and at a better club.
Yeah.
No, you know what, Bevel, yeah? And us. Do you want to go first, Luke? Yeah. The thing is there, it's all one and good invitation. For me, the way I see it is, and I said it in the chat, obviously, I said that for me, the minute I think City looked at Trafford as a home gun option and a way to get in the quota, if that makes sense. So maybe they sold him the dream to come to City. I mean, meanwhile, they knew that Ederson's going to go to, eventually going to go to Galatasaray and that's going to get Donnarumma. I just think there's no competition between Trafford and Donnarumma. Donnarumma's starting every single game. But like you said, Bevo, if he gets injured, you've got Trafford to come in. But I don't think Trafford will play. He won't play the big games. Let's be real. He's not going to play the big game. It will be Donnarumma.
And like I said earlier on in the chat, right? If you've got like a 21, 22-year-old outfield player, you've got players there to recover the ball, or if you make a mistake as a goalkeeper, the ball's in the back of the net. And for me, I personally wouldn't want to put that much pressure on a 22-year-old goalkeeper playing against, like, I don't know, Liverpool, or the thing is, if we didn't get Donnarumma and we kept Trafford as the number one, if Trafford has an absolute stinker, who have we got to replace him? Ortega? Everyone's been sat here now, not specifically us, but most people in the fan base have said Ortega's not good enough to be a number one. He's not. So do you really want to put that much pressure on a 22-year-old shoulders, where if he has a mistake, the ball's effectively in the back of the net? And we saw it against Palermo. He made a couple of, he didn't actually make the mistake, but he looked really nervous. And there was a couple of moments where, he tried to play out from the back and he took an extra touch and, nearly lost the ball. If he does that against, Liverpool, and then ends up losing the ball and the ball goes in the back of the net, his confidence is going to shoot down. He's going to have the entire fan base on him, ripping the shreds out of him. Because I'm not being funny, yeah? This fan base last season were ripping the shreds out of Foden, Haaland, Ruben Diaz.
We call this, by the way.
Thank you.
And who else?
Thank you,
Do you really want a 22-year-old goalkeeper to have that much pressure on his shoulders? I'd rather him sit on the bench, play FA Cup games, play Carabao Cup games, and develop with the best coaches and the best team in the world. Like I said, he's not going to training every day and having shots against him from Lyle Foster. He's coming into training every day and having Mamouche and Haaland whipping shots at him. He's naturally going to get better.
And also Bevel, yeah, and this one, obviously I'm going to let you speak after I finish. Yeah, I think I'm talking too much, but this fan base, yeah, and let's be real, they're fickle. Let's be real about this. Remember the 4P season, and when Foden and Rico Lewis were cooking, they were absolutely cooking on gas, and everyone's saying we want Rico Lewis in the squad, in the starting lineup. We don't need a right back. Yep. The first 3 games against Chelsea, he was cooking on gas. The minute we have a little mini dip off, yeah, everyone said, fuck Rico Lewis, fuck Foden. I want more class quality. And this is the thing. And we were saying we want youngsters like McAtee, Kinsman Poozy, etc., Nico Riley in October, November, December. But by January came in, they fucked them off and said, all right, sign me the world class quality. So people are getting consistent narratives. If you want a young squad, be consistent with it. If you want a world-class squad, be consistent with it. That's all I say.
Just bro. These are the same people that are going to be asking for Matt McCaster to play more game time. Then he plays more game time, doesn't do very well. And say, he ain't good enough. Get better than guys. it's when you play the younger players, there's going to be a drop off, and that's fine. That's fine, but you've got to expect that these players have got to learn as they go along. O'Reilly to me last year, brilliant last year. Was he perfect? No, but he's a guy breaking into the first team at left back, and a position he isn't used to. Came in, did a great job, and got goals, and got assists.
Exactly.
He was brilliant.
I just want right when we're in a Champions League semi-final and we've got Donnarumma in there and we've got a penalty shootout, or we're playing Real Madrid or we want Barcelona, all of these people that are saying, "Oh, I wanted Trafford to start. Oh, boo-hoo." I want you to hold that same energy when we've got like Donnarumma in goal. Hold that same level of energy then. They're not going to. They're going to be like, "Oh, I always knew that Donnarumma was the better choice." Like, you weren't saying that 8 months ago, 7 months ago. You can't just be chopping and changing and chucking your dummies out of the pram when you don't agree with something. Like, I'm not a James Trafford fan. I like him as a player, but I'm not a James Trafford fan. I'm a Manchester City fan, and I want what's best for this football club. And if this football club thinks that they want to take a ruthless approach to put James Trafford as a number 2 and bring a better goalkeeper in as a number 1, then I am all for it.
But again, the same people were that said about Player FC are doing the exact same thing with Trafford. So, Player FC, isn't that? But then it says, but Trafford's been done dirty. What, are you a Trafford fan or a City fan? Like, again, I'm not having a go, by the way. I'm not. If you want Trafford to play, so do I. I want Trafford to be playing games week in. Well,
I do.
Eventually, week out.
I want him to play and win the FA Cup and be part of the Premier League squad and win his games. I would love nothing more than to see Trafford go out there to Anfield and have an absolutely belting game. But the problem is, if he goes out to Anfield and doesn't have a belting game, who are we putting in net? Someone's mentioned. Well, this is what I mean. Someone mentioned in the chat, and I completely agree with this because it's the same. It's the same kind of thing. Look at Husanov when we played against Chelsea, and he made that mistake. Mate. He got hooked off at half time, and we brought on somebody with experience.
Yeah,
if we didn't have a decent number 2, who are we doing? Who are we bringing on? If he goes to Anfield or to Emirates, and let's face it, he went to Palermo and was nervous the other day. He's going to go to Anfield, and he's going to go to Anfield, and he's going to go to the Emirates, and he's going to be nervous.
He has to learn.
Playing under those nights at the Bernabeu is not an easy task. I tell you, I've been there. I've seen it. It is not an easy task going into the Bernabeu, or even going to Atletico Madrid's ground. They're really, really hostile places. Now, for a guy that's never played a Champions League game, imagine going to the Metropolitano or going to the Bernabeu, coming up against these levels of team with a really hostile environment as a 22-year-old goalkeeper that's never had any experience in the Champions League. If we haven't got a decent second-choice goalkeeper, what are we going to do? Hook him off at half-time and bring Bettinelli on?
This is what I mean, bro. People don't realise that you need experience. Bro, Trafford will learn so much in the next 2 years, mate. By the time 2024, he will be, for me, England number 1. This World Cup coming up is World Cup. It'll be Euros in 2028, the World Cup in 2030. That's where you will see Trafford.
He will still be in this World Cup team if he plays well. This World Cup coming up, he will still be in this World Cup team. He will, if he plays well enough to. If he doesn't, then he won't.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Oh, okay. iPad to Middlesbrough on loan, apparently. Is that confirmed?
Yeah.
What?
That's on Fabrizio's timeline on Twitter.
Naipan's gone where?
Middlesbrough.
Middlesbrough on loan.
Middlesbrough.
That's the most wildest thing I've seen. What the fuck is that? Oh
I
my
would have
god!
said, right, I would have said it was Southampton. I'd have been called, right, Luke, what the fuck? Accuse me of breaking involved in the deal. I don't fucking know anyone at the club. All right. So I can't get Southampton to buy him, okay?
This kid's supposed to be like the next best thing in world football, and he's gone to Middlesbrough. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not against it. It's, you know, they're in the Championship. It's still a good level of football.
Well, it says it is.
Oh yeah,
they
Still
got cooked
one of the best in the
4-0 by
country.
Doncaster on Tuesday night, mate, in the League Cup. You see that? They got cooked 4-0 by Doncaster at home. So I'm just look. I mean, I get it, right? I mean, for me, right? Joe as well is playing in a league, right? As competitive. The Championship, right? It's a competitive league. It's a tough league.
It's also a good introduction to English football. It's a slightly level below the Premier League, because you've got to argue and say that it is. You know, otherwise, you know what I mean. These teams that are in the Championship wouldn't be going up to the Premier League and then back down to the Championship every year. It is a level below, but it's also English football, and it's an introduction to English football and the kind of pace that the game's played at. So I'm not against him going to Middlesbrough or somewhere like that at all.
Bro, I'll give you an example, right, of someone who's, I wouldn't say as good as him, but he's also a very talented midfielder who's got a lot of potential in himself, is Shea Charles. He played for us at one point in our academy, obviously went to Southampton, went on loan to Sheffield Wednesday a bit, came back to them, but he's got better Championship and Premier League a couple of days. Naipan needs that ability where playing English football in tough grounds to go to. Bear in mind, it's not easy Championship. Not at all. It's a very hard league to get out of. I think for Middlesbrough, because they've got a talented player that they can use and mold, they can learn a lot more playing in the league. And then next season, mate, look at me. Say, right, how do you do? Doing very well. All right, then. Play some games. So I think, in a way, it'll be like, oh, but the team name isn't big. But it's a team name that I think it's not big, but it means that he can go there, become players, build up his form. So I'm all for it. Good luck to him.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I don't remember which rush at 17. It's what I mean, bro. Nah, I get it, right? But the thing is with that though, is that AC Milan at that time were pretty much.
Can I just argue a point on this? What did AC Milan win that year?
When was it? Was this like 9 years ago, wasn't it? Donnarumma. And by now, I'm not gonna get you, bro. For the way I get you.
No, not at all. But at the end of the day, what City are in a position where we, for revenue purposes, because you look at our wage bill, right? We've got Erling Haaland on 500 grand a week. We've got Phil Foden on 250, 300 grand a week. We've got Rodri on potentially going to be on 375 a week. We've just given Ruben Diaz a new deal, 300 grand a week. We need to be winning trophies. We can't be experimenting, putting 22-year-old goalkeepers and hoping that they're going to work. We need to be winning trophies to cover these wage bills. We have to.
Yeah. So, and at the end of the day, right, 2026, by the way, I mean, Darcy agree with me here. Next summer, a lot of players are going to be leaving. Stones out the door. Gundogan out the door. Coaches are probably. Bernardo Silva out the door. I mean, 3 or 4 or 5 players will be out the door next summer. So that's more players you have to bring in as a result.
Yeah, of course it is. But the thing is, like Formidable said underneath, because they want proven in order to win trophies. That's absolutely spot on. AC Milan took the decision to put a 17-year-old Donnarumma in goal, and that's absolutely fine. That is their decision. But I can tell you now, they wouldn't have had the same levels of wage bill that we have, and the same level of expectations. We put in a 22-year-old James Trafford. It'll be the same scenario. It'll be sink or swim. But if he sinks, that's not going to do his confidence any good at all. And I would much rather develop him by being in and around the first team, and then 2-3 years' time, he'll be in a position where he'll be getting regular minutes. And if he doesn't get regular minutes, then by all means, either accept that this is the thing, or move on. I'm a Manchester City fan. I like James Trafford as a goalkeeper. I think he's a very good goalkeeper. I think he has the ceiling to be one of the best English goalkeepers, in the world, if not ever. But at the same time, I don't want to be chucking players like that in at the deep end and just hoping that they're going to swim.
This is what I mean. Again, people need to realise it, right? The youth players will get chances. They will. Because I'm sorry, right? This first team, mate, there's injuries. Then what does that mean? Youth players can come in and take the spot. Bob, if there's injuries, he's in there, mate, for a few games. Week in, week out, playing the mate. This is what I mean. Having a good squad of players, a big squad, will help in the Carabao Cup. As I said before, Bevo, right? Carabao Cup this year, we must win it. A while since we won it, and this new squad needs a trophy to the momentum again. Go back to 2018 all over again.
With the amount of games that we play as well, we play 65, 66, 67 games a season. If normally, if we get to the latter rounds of stuff, which we normally do, that's basically double the amount of games that Trafford has been playing for Burnley. He's still going to be playing roughly the same amount of games as he was for Burnley, because naturally he was their number one goalkeeper in the league. Fine, fair enough. He was the the goalkeeper in FA Cup matches and things like that. But naturally, being Burnley, they got knocked out of the FA Cup quite early. So he's not going to be far off playing the same amount of games as what he was anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So
the thing is, sorry, go on, Luke.
Go on. Sort of.
The thing is, I get what you mean by the academy, but if we're going down this approach, the ruthless approach, the win now mentality, the idea of youth, in my opinion, is just my opinion. I think it will die off, and this is because of the fact that with a Bob, with a Nipan, with an Echeverry, let's be real, they want to play games and start most of the time. They're not going to want an FA Cup or Carabao Cup game. I think this season coming up, if we do keep them, that's a big if by the end of the window. I think have that one season where we'll get those games in, but by next season after, that one moves out, if that makes sense. So then we'll replace that with more quality elsewhere. So for example, I don't know, if Nico O'Reilly leaves, we might go for that number 6 in Frankfurt. I forgot his name. Hugo Lawson. That's the one.
Yeah.
I might go for him instead. Because I don't see a pathway. I think that the academy is used for PSL purposes, a cash profit machine. That's it. And I think people are gonna have a very hard time accepting that, because that's what's happening right now. If you look at it, and Trafford, I think Trafford will stay for one season, but then next year after, if he really wants out, I think he'll go, and then we'll just go get the next player or goalkeeper, to replace him of that quality, and then repeat.
But bro, at the end of the day, right, the most constant thing about the club is the club. The squad will change, manager will change, but the fans and the club will always be here, supporting the boys. No matter who is in the squad, will be supporting them. This is the thing with Player FC. Look, I'm a massive Kevin De Bruyne fan. I'm a Kevin left. I was sad, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to be moving over to Napoli with him. I'm a fan of the club. I loved Kev when he was here. I don't think that he was here, but now it's a new era, new time, new players are here. It's time to them. This is the issue I've got, mate. There are a lot of people, man. It's just younger fans as well, older fans as well, who want you to come through as well. You can't have it both ways. Certain players will make it through, and brilliant if they do. Like Foden will make it through. Maybe Bob will. Certain players will make it through as squad players and probably get first players. It will happen, but unfortunately, not everyone will get through. If that happens, that's why, mate. There's buyback clauses in the deals now. McAtee clause in the contract in case he does really well. Bring him back. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. It's the Viana era, mate. This is the Viana era, not the Tiki era anymore. And we got to get used to that.
Exactly. Bro, it's a new way of doing things. I'm all for it. it's something different because
Well-
again, the market has changed.
I've just had a look now, right? Stefan Ortega last year played 25 games across all competitions. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I think James Trafford will be on more than that this season because I don't think that Pep trusted Ortega as much as what he would trust Trafford. Like if you look at the, some of the other games that I'm pretty sure didn't Pep play Edison in the cup final?
He did. Yes, he did.
Yes,
Right.
did you?
So I think that is because Pep didn't trust Ortega because he played him right the way through the competition and then get to the final and he doesn't play him. I think Pep doesn't do that with Trafford. So I think there are games in the Premier League where, say Donnarumma's picked up a little bit of a knock. He's all right to play, but rather than like last season, Edison picked up a knock. Edison still went in goal. I think now you'll see if Donnarumma gets a bit of a knock, it's like it's all right. We've got Trafford. Donnarumma can still be on the bench and come on if he's really, really needed. So I think naturally you'll see Trafford get about 30 games a season, like next season. And to go from Burnley up to playing for City at 30 games a season at 22 years old, I think is really good.
Yeah, it is. O'Reilly for me, right? I'll say this: if he do cool, I think he will. Win it. I confirmed it's going to do deal now.
There's going to be a lot of rotations this year. A lot of rotations,
and he'll play. He will play.
Of course, he will. You'll see the likes of Oscar Bob playing and Foden will get benched. Because we've got the depth now to be able to do that. Last year we didn't have that depth. At one point we had to play Gundogan, Kovacic, and Bernardo in midfield because we had no other options. Now we've got nobody in this chat tonight has even mentioned Nico Gonzalez. Not one person.
That's a mad thing.
Well, like Pep then. Like Pep. Who?
Yeah.
Williams.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Nobody's mentioned him, but we've got him available as well. He's going to get minutes. There's going to be so much rotation that you see this year. Everyone's going to be fresh. Everyone's going to be fresh.
That is why, mate. People say, again. I said this about to Nick in the chat, and Nick in the chat as well. The thing is, we need a big squad to fight on all four fronts. Because I'll tell you right now, I think the squad will go for everything this year.
Of course it will.
I think, and because look, I think the League Cup, right, the last few years, it kind of thought, right, just throw it away. I reckon this year we'll go for it.
Throw it
I
away.
think we have to.
We went to Spurs and you had Pep laughing on the bench.
Holland,
just throw it away.
No one cared. We don't care. We don't
Yeah.
care. We're there. I'm getting out of there. But no, this year, mate, trust me, he'll play Bob. He'll play the players in the game, and Picasso as well. But it'll be a strong team to get the results. I think this year will be a big year.
I swear to God, right? I swear to God, if we start this season and I start seeing things in the timeline, why is Mikasa not getting a game? I'm deleting Twitter. Like, I'm sorry, I am just.
It's not career mode.
I honestly,
You'll get it, Bevo.
I cannot.
You're gonna get it, mate.
We are. Oh, why is O'Reilly not playing? Why is Nori playing over him? Because he's a better left back. I don't want to see all of this next season where it's like, we need to give the kids a chance. No, we don't need to give the kids a chance. We need to give the kids a chance if they are playing better than the players that are currently in the team.
Yep.
If they are playing better football than the players that are in the current team, I don't care about age. Like,
nope.
we need to be going into this season going, I want to play the best starting 11 that we have available every single game. And that is it.
Yeah, I'm the same. I want to see, man,
Yep.
at the end of the day, mate, I think players like Mukasa will have their game time in the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. And I'll tell you right now, mate, Mukasa's the kind of player where he might actually get 30 minutes in the Premier League.
He looks
I'll
an
tell you,
absolute
right,
gem.
I think he'll look. I listened to what is it? Darren and Martin said the thing about young players might be leaving because of like game time. The thing is, right, Dash. My rebuttal to that is, well, the thing is, he will Rodrygo everybody game. Because bear in mind, injuries happen. Bro, these players will have game time. If they want to go, mate, fine.
The problem with it is it's just the latest and greatest toy. If you've got an iPhone 15, they want the iPhone 16. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same with these. You know, you look over the years. Like we've got rid of Morgan Rogers, for example, or Sancho or whatever. And, you know, you've got all these people, oh, well, you didn't give him game time. Oh, we should have given him game time. Now, you know, then it moves on to a different player. Then it moves on to another player. You know, and then last season it was, oh, why aren't we giving James McAtee game time? James McAtee's now gone. And this season it's going to be Mukasa. And then if Mukasa gets moved on, it's next season it's going to be one of the Heskey brothers. We're going to get this year in, year out.
Funny enough, bro. Jaden Heskey, I think, going out alone. I think now.
But we're going to get this every single year because our academy produces top level talents year after year after year. You know, do you remember Carlos Borges? People were saying, "Oh, why is Carlos Borges not getting a chance?"
At Brugge now.
Why is he not getting a chance? Blah 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 blah. And now it's like, oh yeah, I forgot he played for us. It'll be the same with other players. You know, it really will. And the thing is, it's because our academy is there as a cash cow. It's there as a sturdy regular income. You know, I read a stat. Since Pep's taken over, we've made over £1 billion in sales from academy players alone. £1 billion.
Yeah.
This is what we do. Our academy, you'll get the odd few that break through. You'll get the Rico Lewis and the Oscar Bob and the Foden and the O'Reillys that break through. But not everyone's going to make it.
I'll give you an example, bro. Farid Alpha Ruprecht, a guy who got into the team. We got was it £5 million for him, Leverkusen?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Buyback and settle clause.
Buy no Gittins. We sold him to Dortmund and now he's at Chelsea. Romeo Lavia. That was another one that people were saying, oh, we need to be playing Romeo Lavia. We need to be giving him more minutes.
Chelsea injured.
And now he's at Chelsea. We cannot keep every single player that comes through the door because it's not financially viable for us. We bring these players through and we ship them off. We sold James Trafford to Burnley for 25 million quid. We bought him back for 30 with experience. We've only actually paid 5 million quid for him.
Bro, do you know what it is, right? People got to realise, right? You're either a player FC fan or you're a fan of the club. At the end of the day, right, we back the boys in blue no matter who plays week in, week out. Because that's what we do. If certain players that we like, don't get me wrong, right? I have players that I like as well. Like, I love Marmoush. I like Haaland. The players that I want to see do really well. Obviously, also Husanov, Gonzalez. Some players that I want to see do really well in other games. But at the end of the day, right, it doesn't mean that I back them over the club itself. The club at the end of the day is more important than anything else. And that is why a lot of people often forget. It's not about players that you like. It's about the club doing well week in, week out.
Right,
that's what we want to see.
I've just made a business decision. Luke, we're changing our name to the Happy Clapper Pod, mate.
Oh God! Oh no!
Oh my
The
god.
narrative's changed. We're now looking at the Mancunian way now. Batman. Somebody Martin now.
But it is,
Oh,
you know, you look at Barcelona's academy, you look at our academy, you look at other academies around the world. They don't bring through every single prospect, put them into the team, and then they shine. They get sold, and then they, you know, ultimately they either stay out as being sold, or some of them do get brought back. You know, look at I forget what player it was. Someone recently, I forget what team it was, but a player recently has just been bought by another club, and they originally had come from Real Madrid, and Real Madrid had the option to bring them back, and they went, no, it's okay, we'll let them go to that team. That's fine.
yeah.
I mean, Nico Paz.
Paz.
So come on.
That's the one.
And now Spurs are after him, aren't they? So now Spurs are after him now. So it's what I mean. Like,
no, it wasn't him then. It might have been him. I don't know.
I think it was. I think it was Nico Paz.
Is he a left back?
No, Nico Paz is more like an attacker. Yeah.
Who was the left? There was a left back that originally come from Real Madrid's academy, and someone's just bought him, and they had the option.
You mean
is that
Miguel Gutierrez?
That's
Miguel Gutierrez, yeah.
Napoli,
That's from Napoli, yeah.
With Napoli, yeah. No, honestly, bro. I think for me, right, I'll say this now. Once we start playing games again, man, and we're winning games, man, week in, week out, all this like narrative on track will change, as it always does. Because what it is, mate, people want. I get it. I want the homegrown players as well as well. But at the end of the day, right, the club will always be number one priority. And at the end of the day, right, we want the best for the club, don't we? Not the best, for our agendas or our narratives. Like, it has to be down to like what will, like, if Trafford ends up being, mate, better than Donnarumma, mate, and being number one, great, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, mate, I have no idea what will happen this season. Do you? Like, it could be a mad year this year. It could be crap.
No one knows.
It's all, and that's the beauty of football, mate, isn't it? That's the beauty of football. No one knows what will happen yet. I'm backing us, mate, this year to be one of the teams that will actually support people this year, because honestly, people are not rating us enough at all. They really aren't. People are just assuming that last year we were crap, so we'll be the same again. Look, I think we'll win the league this year. I think we will, but will it be close? Of course, it'll be close. Look at Liverpool. Liverpool have adverts, buddy. Frimpong, we've got a new kid in as well. They've got the team as well, mate. Our players. It'll be a close year this year. I'm actually looking forward to seeing how everyone does, because it's going to be a very open year.
You know what, Luke? Yeah, last year I get the loving of PSG, yeah, but the thing with PSG compared to other clubs, and with the exception of Barcelona and Liverpool, they had some basic things: physicality and energy. And in that season, no one really spent money. No one really did. No one really improved. Look at how now everyone's going out and buying quality players that got athleticism and physicality, and now they got that good press. Look at Spurs. I know they fucking bottled it the other day, but look at how they're pressing the shit out of PSG the other day. They're popping off the fucking park. Like, if they were Spursy, they would have fucking won the game. And that's the main difference. So everyone now's got an equal footing.
But bro, Tottenham for me, right? Forget the Spurs moment, right? Tottenham to me looks a much better team under Frank already than ever under Range. Because yes, at the end of it they bottled it. But if you actually watch the goals that PSG scored, they're two very good goals. So it's not like it was a complete utter defensive collapse from Spurs. It was just PSG would have the quality team to turn it around, and it happens. But Tottenham have a team and a manager. Like, bro, if they get Wissa in that team with Kudos and they've got some team there. They have some team building there, and that's the difference between someone like Frank, and someone like Ange. Frank has a plan.
Mate, everyone's strengthening, man. Nothing's going to be guaranteed. We got to earn it. Simple as nothing's on paper. Like, look at Liverpool.
Exactly.
Got gone to Crystal Palace with that min lineup. Everyone thought they're going to cook with Crystal Palace here. Look what happened.
+1.
It's the same thing with City.
Mate.
Look at Scott's lineup, and it's similar to Pep. Think about it, the high line. It's very similar. He wants to do possession with football, be patient, and attacking is obviously going to be a bit more ruthless. But it's same to Pep. It's same as Pep. Look at Van Dijk and I think it was Cannati, if I'm not mistaken. Or I forgot to defend the next thing, but Haaland got opened up.
Yeah, both times he let through both times, didn't he? But this is what I mean, man. Like Liverpool may have our squad well. Like Van Dijk is getting old, mate. And you can tell they're getting old. Like Salah's slowing down. As Van Dijk. Because naturally, if both 30, 33 and that, eventually you will see a drop off, and after Liverpool have to rebuild themselves to have a better team. So for me, it's just I'm excited to see how we do. I'm not bothered at all, or I'm not asking perfection. I want to see us. I want to see this team grow together, develop together. I want to see Shirky ball out. I want to see all these players coming through. And look, if this not as good as we need to be to win the league this year or not, or whatever, but let's say we win a cup, brilliant. Because I know with me, right, it's a transition season, going from one era to the other. Last year was just an embarrassing season overall. That was the season where it went all completely wrong. This year is the first year of a new era of team. It will not be the final product. It will take a couple of years for this team to gel properly into the team it will be in a couple of years' time. So I'm not expecting this team to win everything this year. I think it will compete very well this year, and much better than this year in the Champions League, much better in all the cups and maybe in the league. But I'm not to get everything. There will be errors here and there, and they're going to be. There's going to be errors, unfortunately, because that's football. We're human beings. But on this channel, which as well, we will not have a go at players unfairly. If players put the effort in, but we're unlucky in certain results, it is what it is. If we don't play very well, we'll call it out. Right? So. But if we play bloody well and cook teams and win them, we will celebrate them like they should do. This season, right? Look, last season was crap. This year, I have to just enjoy it again. Stop being fucking negative over the top for no reason. Just back the team. If we don't do well, do a crap game, call it out like we do, like we all do. Because at the end of the day, right, you don't play well, you call it. If you play very, very well, get unlucky in a game, you don't go over the top. Like, look, it is what it is. As someone against us, you get angry at that, not the team performance overall. But when you win games, instead of looking for negatives in them, just say, you know what, consider how good it was. Because honestly, last year, mate, like Newcastle game, that 4-0 was like a mirage out of a desert. That was like a kind of performance, and that's what we look like when we got a team that's ready to go. So this year, mate, bring it on. Bring on this season, bring it on, bring on what it brings. Yes, it will be a long season like it was every year. But I'm excited for Saturday. Bring it on. Wolves away. I'm sure I won't be there, but everyone going to that game, I hope you enjoy it. It's a start of a new era. Bring it on.
I'm even more excited about, Luke, yeah? That Friday press conference. That's going to be so awkward, but everyone will be tuning in thinking, we're going to say about
no comment. He's still there. And I don't blame him. If I'm Pep, if we have to do, you have to, because you can't, because legally on the contracts and that they can't say whatever they want to say. They can't. Until rights are handed over, until deals are done, nothing can be considered. It has to be kept under wraps until officially announced on all parties. So at the moment, it's kind of just waiting, but. I will say as well, right, just quickly as well, Hugo Llana has a straight line to Romano. We now have Romano on the payroll. You notice that?
Yeah.
We have Romano on
not yet, but maybe eventually, if that makes sense. Because obviously,
it's growing, mate.
it's growing, but I think before the Gavardio doing 115 here, I think that's when the club gone sign on Fabrizio. But, Enzo Raiola, Donnarumma's agent, yeah? He's on that first interview with Romano. So whatever comes out of his mouth, yeah, don't be surprised if he's one of the top 3 people that's going to get info straight away. Because Ramon doesn't just get on people with exclusivers for interviews or any sorts of that. You know what I mean? So he'll be the first one on it. I just think right now, trust might be building back. Not fully yet now, but maybe later on we might be seeing it.
Yeah.
That's a good point. With the deal with Turkey, it was part of the deal that we had to send a player to Lyon. Who's going to Lyon?
Claudio, could you Leon, please?
Hey,
cool.
If anyone from Lyon, right, anyone from Lyon is watching this, yeah, tell you now, we have got a cracking, really experienced midfielder for you. He's German.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my God.
He's been part of he was the captain for the treble winning City side. He's played in World Cups, Euros. He has got
all us right now.
A heap of experience, a heap of trophies. I tell you, Leon, you're missing out a trick if you don't take Gundogan.
Oh my God.
Bro, if Viana does this, bro, Viana is the
Oh my
best.
God.
That's all the time. He is the one. He is the king. He is the God Emperor of Manchester City. That happens. Honestly, like the way that guy's moving, man. Like it has to be said. Honestly, like this guy's putting deals out of his arse. Like I wouldn't think what possible in the first place. Like how are you getting
Mate, fuck
£30
him, man.
million in 1 year left on his deal and buyback clause and a sell-on clause? That's crazy. Like it's brilliant what he's doing right now.
Luke, like I said, this guy needs a mental hospital right now. A little fucking examination because no one goes in one window and negotiate with Spurs with Daniel Levy, Florentino Perez from Real Madrid, yeah, and then
Khalifi.
what's the other one? Al Khalifi from PSG. I don't think you understand this. PSG, you know the political, I think it's warfare, but affairs that City and PSG have because of their countries and their states. We never touched them. Never negotiated with them ever. You just gone there and said, yeah, man, I want your goalkeeper. And that's fine, mate. I'll come back soon. Once he's told, listen up. No one in the right man does this. No one does, but only Viana can.
Yeah, mate, honestly, right. I am. Do you know what? When we get that, here we go, right, for Donnarumma, it will be beautiful. Because I'll say it's going to happen. Like, it doesn't happen, right? But, like, for me at this point, Dash, it's going to happen at this point. It's going to happen.
Well, a certain Brazilian's going to Turkey in a weekend, apparently. So you know what I mean?
I think so. What are we saying? We're saying that it's Trafford in goal this weekend, and Tottenham will be Donnarumma. Probably.
But it should do. Hopefully, we should have it by time.
Now Rodrygo. I mean, that deal's a weird one because I mean, as far as I'm aware, how many already talked to him already, haven't we? And that agreed sort of terms already on contract.
That's a long time. I think it's still valid even now. The thing with Rodrygo is, yeah, and it's related to Spurs. I think it will drag on a bit, if that makes sense. I think City and Tom will get done, but Levy, yeah, the payment structure and how you wanted like a very long payment structure for like 7 years, so you don't have to pay it up front. I think they're going to do that, and I think City might drag it on to maybe the last 4, 5, 6 days of the window.
Yeah, mate. Imagine, bro, Dash. Imagine deadline day. We get Rodrygo. Here we go.
Oh, mate, the PR and the crack would be unreal. Backflips all around, man.
I want a Viana meme at this point. Just him smoking a cigar at some point. I'd just be it would be a tifo at that point. If we ever did that, City. Honestly, bro, the way it's going, if we see Hugo Viana just chilling there on the bench on that, which is like a exam, like locked on, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be used as a flag, isn't it? The way days.
Mate, you might be in a hole here already, man.
Go on, Bevo.
Just as well, we have a not in my lifetime FPL league, so get joining. I've dropped the link in the chat for anyone over on X. I'm just about to share it on X now.
Yep.
I know it's X is currently getting streamed through to yours. So what I'll do is I will put this.
I'll tweet it as well. I'll retweet it.
Yeah, guys, get joining, man.
Yeah, big up.
Hey, I've got a cracking little team. I tell you, I'm happy with mine.
Bro, big up, by the way. There's 400 people in here right now on Twitter and YouTube right now. Big up, you guys. Honestly, I know LB stream right now. Says Martin right now. Big up, them guys. As well. The fact that you're in here watching us, we always appreciate it, man. We appreciate it. Got a lot more shows to come this year. A lot more stuff to come this year as well. A big year on the channel. I'm looking forward to it. Bigger content, bigger year, new stuff in the background, new graphic. It's gonna be great. Honestly, I'm looking forward to showing what we've got planned this year. Very good.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, get a seatbelts on. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Mate, the Wolves game, mate. It's like last year, mate. We won 2-1 last minute. Heart's like, oh god, here we go. Heart will be right. Have year medication then. Like, right, this club, right? I'm sorry, right? This club, if you want to win, if you ever like winning stuff, it's great, but it always costs you your sanity and your heart sometimes. Because honestly, the amount of times you have to get games like through like controversial means, like or just last minute winners, mate, it's crazy. It's mental. So if you're back in the scene week out, mate, go home the way, mate. Honestly, I know your heart's still going at this point. Mad club, man. Mad club.
Mate, the best.
Yeah, mate, honestly, I don't have any other way though. Why not? I don't have any other way.
Exactly. We're unique in that way. You know what I mean? Like we're the most unique fan base. Like obviously, we forget the online ones, but in the stadium, we're the most unique fan base in that area. There's no one like us. Like no one's mentioned about the days back in the 90s. Like us, especially the time when it was from the dips of hell. obviously in Division 2, even Division 3 at some points, and all the way back up. It's like the same culture is there, and you just feel united in our stadium. And we've got other clubs here. It's like we don't have that soul, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, it's a weird feeling.
Well, mate, in the club, right? Our club's about PR. Our club's about team. Week in, week out. Like a lot of clubs, mate, go on about players and that kind of stuff. Mate, tweet about the Declan Rice, man. I'm seeing on the timeline, mate. It's wild. Arsenal fans are weird, man. Honestly, and not all of them, but some of them, man, are crazy. The obsession of certain weird things like what a player's doing, mate, or what a player's girlfriend's like. Who gives a shit, mate? If you're a fan of the club, mate. You're not a fan of like a player's life. Like,
mate, have you seen the Mikel Arteta thing? Have you seen Mikel Arteta's like sponsorship with Under Armour, and apparently you're going to teach a generation of kids on winning and all that rubbish? I'm like, what are you doing, mate?
Mate, you're winning fucking on the pitch, mate. How do you teach you anything about anyone?
Exactly.
Like, honestly, man, look, like, this is why, mate, for me, right, I know, right, the fact that no one's putting us anywhere near it, mate, is because it should be, you know what, great, move in silence. Move in silence.
Yes.
Because,
exactly.
I say, mate, if we Liverpool, I tell you what will happen, mate, it'll be a shock to everyone what happens. Because Liverpool, for me, mate, are under pressure to win it again this year. They have to win it again this year. They have to.
Of course.
Through the door. Like, people, we have to. The thing is, us, mate, 1-4 in a row. We win it again, is what it is. But the thing is, Liverpool has to win it again and again and beat United, mate. Don't they? They get 21. They have to do it now. So,
but do you know who's the most pressure, Luke? It's Arsenal. Let's be real. Liverpool, yes, as well, but Arsenal has the most immense pressure because they've done all of this process rubbish, yeah, for a long time, yeah. You got what you wanted in every position you wanted. Like, for me, Arteta should have been sacked a long time ago. Let's be real. He should have been sacked a long time ago. But because of the club and the way it operates, then he's always got that excuse, Liverpool's won the league because of this or that. They got world-class quality. Oh, City's won the league because of this or that. Give me more time. There's no time anymore, mate. Let's be real. Time's up.
Yeah.
You overstayed your welcome. You overstayed your stay at Arsenal. And now, if you can't deliver this season, you gotta go. So for me, City are just chilling. We're on the backburns, mate. We're on the beaches. Just let all of these lot scrap amongst themselves. We'll sign for the back doors. We'll get our 3 points, and we'll just keep working in silence.
Yeah.
I'm
But honestly, man, I'm looking forward to you know, I mean, I'll say to anyone is though right now is right. Forget about Rodrygo and Donnarumma for the moment. Like, look, we know the deals are probably going to happen. The way it's going, let's just focus on the game Saturday. Because mate, honestly, right, we might get here we go tomorrow, Donnarumma, but I'll be real with you, I can't see it being probably announced next week. The way it's going. So it's probably going to be a case of like just waiting now, and let's just focus on the game on Saturday.
Yeah,
because
focus on Saturday.
Because honestly, I can't see a way right how they're going to announce Donnarumma or get here we go. I mean, it might get here we go this weekend because it's going to Turkey, but I can't see the City announcing a deal yet until at least next week when the game's done with, and I reckon they might do a little like reveal at the game. So it might be Trafford 2 weeks in a row, possibly, and then Brighton away wins first game. So it all depends, obviously, on I think as well.
The latest news that's come out from Fabrizio, I'll just pull it up on the screen now.
Yeah,
This has happened. This has happened in the last sort of 20 minutes.
An upset, mate. I'll be up for that, mate. Please, Bournemouth, do me a job. Galaxy, yeah.
This is from Fabrizio. So first contacts between City and Donnarumma's camp were very positive, very good feedback, very good feelings. But the deal depends on Ederson's transfer to Galatasaray. What I've heard still the same. City aren't asking for a lot of money, and for a goalkeeper who, let's be real, you know, Ederson, for the caliber of Ederson, you know, for what, however much he's going for, what is it, like between 10 and 12 million euro? It's like 10 million quid.
Yeah, about that.
You know, that's he's still got, you know, a good 4 or 5 years left in him easily. He's only like what, 32?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You know, he's still got one more big contract in him easily. So for 10 million quid, it would be stupid not to, wouldn't it?
Look, at the end of the day, right? Like, you know, I think both deals are going to happen. I think, as I said to Dash while you're off there, though, focus on the game Saturday. I can't see other deal getting announced even before the game anyway. Let's just focus on the game Saturday. Get the win Saturday. Start the season well. Week, see what happens. Because knowing this fan base, mate, they obsess over this kind of stuff, obsessed to the point where it's, you know, all over the shop. So I just want us to see. I just want us to just, you know, focus on the game more importantly than anything else. That's what I want to see. Hey, big up LB for the raid, man. Big up. Massively appreciate people. Everyone over in LB. Big up, guys. Big up. Massively appreciate it.
Yeah, big up.
Thanks everyone for coming over. Shall we, with it being the start of the Premier League this weekend, shall we have a run through the fixtures and see who's going to do what?
Why not? Big up.
You know what? Go on.
Go on then. Go on then.
So tomorrow obviously starts off Liverpool Bournemouth. I think we're all in agreement there. Liverpool win, yeah.
Nah,
yeah.
Bournemouth won. Shocks at me. If that happens, mate, I'm there. I'm already there. If that happens, mate. Nah, Liverpool win 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to do scores because I think it's too early to do scores yet. But yeah, it's going to be a Liverpool win.
Yeah.
moving on to Saturday, we've got Villa Newcastle. For me, Newcastle will win that.
I'm going to go 2-2. I think 2-2. I think both teams are trying to win where we have no idea who's what or what's going on. I feel like at the moment, right? Newcastle, especially with Isak right now, and what's going on there. I feel like it might have an effect on the pitch. So I think Villa, despite that, obviously haven't got a lot going on. I just feel like obviously for me, I think it'll be a draw.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm thinking Villa 2-1.
Oh,
I think Villa.
Newcastle. You've gone draw, and then Darcy's gone Villa. Interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's too chaotic at Newcastle. I think there's so much things strained in that dressing room. I don't think they can focus. And I think, obviously, with Villa, they've got their PSR situation throughout this whole summer and have to sell some players, etc. But I think Villa, they'll probably use that. And let's be real, Unai Emery, he's still a top coach.
For me, I just think Villa have lost too much in one window. They've lost their probably up there with being one of the best goalkeepers in the history of the club. They've also lost Rashford. They've lost Asensio. I just think they've lost a little bit too much.
Yeah,
I
know
probably yes.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
But I just think there's something about that. I don't know why. Just there's something about Villa. I think they'll turn up. There's something about it.
Brighton, Fulham. I think we're all pretty much Fulham, Brighton, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, Fulham about to lose Muniz to Atalanta, aren't they? I think what I saw the news. I think they're trying to get Kelvin.
It's not going to be an easy game for Brighton, but I think they have enough in the squad currently.
Yeah. I'll go Brighton in 3-1. I think Minter's doing good this year, so from what I've seen, so I think Minter will be a player that will definitely be impressive this year. Sunderland West Ham, however, mate, that's a game I want to watch. I tell you,
I think Sunderland.
Sunderland shocked me.
I'm going to say Sunderland win that.
3-1 Sunderland. 3-1 Sunderland.
You're liking the 3-1s, aren't you?
5-1. God, 5-1 then. Oh my God. It's a safe scoreline. A goal star and a comeback happens quite a lot, isn't it? So just thinking. That's all.
I'll shock you guys even more. 1-0 Sunderland for me. I think West Ham have had a shocker.
I think it'll be a 1-0. Yeah.
Look who's Sunderland signing. They're signing big quantities of players. And West Ham, for me, they've gone down. If you know what I mean, like the level of transfers they have, the quality, it's gone down. And I think Graham Potter
hasn't Fulkrug left as well.
He's still there right now.
I don't know.
He's still there.
Oh, is there?
Oh, is he? I thought he was on his way out.
Well, West Ham have tried to get Mateus Fernandes from Saints. He's a young Portuguese midfielder, but they can't get a deal agreed for him. So they're trying to get players through the door, mate. But obviously they're getting priced out of stuff. So I think West Ham, mate. Listen to your mates of mine that are West Ham fans, mate. They're just, I think that, and Vibble says it here, they get relegated.
Yeah. Oh my God, there's no way. Under that owner.
Also, Paquetá's still there. Now that obviously the thing's been let go of now. I'm surprised he's still there, really. I left by now. I really would have done. Yeah, but something to win though for me. Tottenham Burnley.
It's got to be Tottenham. I think Tottenham win comfortably. 4-4.
Carl Walker scores a goal for Burnley against Sol Club. Long shot. Oh, he scored for Tottenham.
Didn't I see somewhere on Twitter saying that Kyle Walker won some training ground award at Burnley for shooter of the day or something like that?
Yes.
I'm not dreaming that, am I?
You're not. No.
No, you're not dreaming. No, you're not.
Typical.
You know what's so funny, yeah? about that game. That could be a draw, and then next week they might beat us, Tottenham. This game's
Oh,
like
fuck it, yeah, mate. Oh,
This is exactly what's going to happen. Tottenham are going to lose to Burnley like 3-0, and then they're going to batter us about 9-0.
Yes. Oh man.
the meltdown on Twitter, bro. Oh, it's over. Oh, what? No, it's over. It's over if you lose. Oh man. Now, Wolves City. Here we Wolves City.
I'm saying Wolves. No, obviously. Obviously, I'm
Wow.
not.
Look at that joy. Yeah, we're back. Lose 2-1 the Wolves. Okay.
I think Wolves are in a sort of similar position to Villa. You know, they've lost their best left back. You know, they've also lost one of their most attacking threats. I don't think Wolves have bought enough to cover the players that they've lost. If I'm going to put a score, I will do a score for this one. I'm going to say it's going to be big. I'm going to say 5-0 City.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go 3-0. I'm gonna go 3-0 like middles of the. I think it'll be a Haaland double and a Shea goal.
I'm going to say Reinders gets 2 and Haaland gets a hat-trick.
I won't be surprised the way he's moving around us.
I know, yeah.
That happens. Get the notebook out. It's time to predict Haaland.
Oh no.
Yeah, exactly.
No. The notebook is staying clear. So for anyone that doesn't know, if anyone that doesn't know in the chat, right, at the start of last season, right, Haaland was on a madness, wasn't he? So I think it was after 10 games. I spoke to Luke off air, and I went through game by game with him, and based on how Haaland was performing, how many goals that we reckoned that he could get in the season, and based on the run that he was on, because he had something like 10 goals in like 6 games. It was crazy. And I put him down for, I think, was it 52 or 56 Premier League goals, like based on the run that he was going on. So that notebook is staying. That notebook.
I'm going over to Bevo for a week. It's next week. I'm gonna get the notebook, get a picture of it, and put an eye emoji.
That notebook has already been
just tease it. And are we back?
Actually, it hasn't.
Oh my god!
There
There is.
Right. Shall we humour ourselves before we move on?
Big up the chat, by the way, of LB, right? LB's way different to ours. This is how our streams go. So if you have madness and wacky stats, this is how it goes here. So if you want a bit of difference to LB,
it actually wasn't this one, so we're safe.
Oh my god! That's a shame.
Eye emoji. Is it a hat trick or 4 goals against Wolves? I'll be back.
Right. Moving on. Chelsea Palace on Sunday. That's going to be a good game.
Ooh, I think a draw. You know.
I think Chelsea edge it. I'm going to say 2-1.
I think be Palmer penalty. Pedro scores his first goal with the Premier League for Chelsea, and then Jean Teta header goal. Because that guy, bro, is a beast.
He's incredible, isn't he?
Yeah. I'm thinking 2-1 Chelsea. I forgot City, by the way.
I love that chant.
I forgot City, by the way. I predict City, by the way, 4-1. By the way, I forgot about that.
No. Truffin the clean sheet. Shit, get him out. Don't get us in there. It's going to happen, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Of course it is. Forest, Brentford. I'm saying Forest.
Ooh. That's actually a good game, though. I think Forest win 3-0. Forest.
I think McAtee will be in the squad as well.
On the bench, I reckon. On the
Yeah,
bench.
he'll be. But I think he'll be in the squad, whether he comes
Bro,
on or not.
Gibbs, White, and McAtee behind. Is it Cam Wendell to get it from Rennes? A good striker, bro. That's a good team they're building there. They're building a decent team now.
Not that bad.
I've got Brentford going down this year.
Bro,
Ooh.
the thing is, though, with Manakis, though, right? He's holding give us hostage with a new contract.
That's true.
Contract. That was a weird outfit. It was seeing him like he's on a new deal. Who's there holding?
This has come out today as well and said he wants to leave Brentford as well, hasn't he? So everyone's just leaving Brentford. They've lost a manager. They've lost Mbuemo.
Yeah.
They're going to lose Visser. I tell you, if they lose their manager and Mbuemo and Visser all in the same window, that is like atrocious.
Oh, mate. I enjoy it. I feel sorry for the Brentford fans, but enjoy of as well, right? I said it before, right? Brentford are like the team like Southampton years ago. Remember that always players that certain players left the club, right? And they always just keep doing that. Eventually, they didn't go anywhere.
Well, that's
what happens
in a way, it's like us losing Pep, Rodri, and Haaland all in the same window. Like they're the three most powerful people in the entire squad.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
When you lose like them pillars, man, I know he's at United now, so I've got to hate him sadly, which is a fucking pain. I've got to hate Mbuemo now. And Mbuemo was a baller, mate. I've got to say this, bro.
Yes.
He's at a shit club that I hope he escapes from in 2 years' time, for his sake. He learned from his mistake. But honestly, the guy is just way too good for that shit team. Otherwise, fucking PR. The PR pulled him in.
And talking of shit,
and the money.
Talking of shit teams, United Arsenal
0-0.
Oh wow.
0-0. Honestly, Sesko stinker and hooked. Gyökeres stinker and hooked. Arteta stinker and hooked. It's gonna be a 0-0 game, mate. Honestly, it'll be like, Sesko versus Gyökeres. The battle, it's gonna be fucking shit. 0-0.
I was gonna say 1-1.
It's gonna be a shit game, by the way. It'll be shite. It's gonna be terrible.
Yeah. Every time Arsenal and United play, it's a boring game.
A draw, definitely. Big up that.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to ask you this, Dash, if you know this. Was Trafford promised in the number one spot? Was that specifically said to them?
Yes. Trafford, when he was negotiated with obviously City reps, with his agents, they said that he was getting number one spot. And obviously, we know what's happened now. So it's a bit of a manipulative betrayal, but like we said before, it's the way the club moving now. Because Ederson was meant to be staying, and he's meant to be obviously trying to be building up his game time. So then he can replace Ederson throughout the season, probably to the back end. But because of the Donnarumma signing right now, it's a different landscape now.
Sorry, just to jump in, we've got a bit of a bomber.
Go on.
Savio's agents are travelling to Europe from Brazil in a bid to secure the transfer the player wants from Man City to Tottenham further in negotiations next week.
Haven't the Brazilian source already said that, by the way, Bevo? Because they came out and said about the 70 million, I think it's 80 million, 70 million euro bid rejection. And they said that there'll be further agents going about, and they're feeling positive and whatever.
This has literally just come out on City Extra now, saying
from Matt Barlow, email. So for me then, right, prediction. I said on Twitter, mate, people thought I was in the know, right? But this is what I said, right? Ederson and Savinho not in training yesterday. Give it 10 days, and the first one. I said 10 days from yesterday. Guaranteed by the 23rd of August. But this is what. But about that is then my T is as well.
Yeah,
this is what I mean. It doesn't even. So honestly, to anyone worrying about this, trust me. I'm not letting you know. By the way, it will happen. Just again, the games on the weekend. enjoy your football, and that's when it happens. Trust me, those here we go when it happen will be dopamine when it happen.
Just
worth the
just
wait.
well, on what fact check is saying, I agree. For me, I don't think that anyone at the club would have ever promised James Trafford the number one spot. I don't believe that was the case. Because like you said there, it's earned. It's not promised. Maybe it would have been something along the lines of, you have the opportunity to get the number one spot, but I don't think they would have ever have promised it him. Not at 22 years old with no Champions League experience. I just don't see it.
Can I be honest with you, Bevo? Like, all of this, it's like, clubs do this all the time, if you know what I mean. They'll say something, they'll say one thing, we'll do the other, and the players got to know that. And he may have been sold a dream, but he knew that if Edison goes, they might bring in someone else, and it will be a backup because they didn't have the time for it. And if Donnarumma was available, they'll go and get him. And this is the thing, yeah. Yes, they have to be earned, but Donnarumma for me, yeah, he comes in and straight away slots into the starting positions.
Yeah,
let's be real.
Yeah, of course he does. Exactly.
Like, no debate.
You can't go from Burnley to say he's number one. You can't.
Not now. You can't. Back then you could have done. We're crap, but not now.
Anyways, just to finish off.
That's
a big game actually, because Dominic Calvert-Lewin has just signed for Everton 2 leagues.
That's funny. That's funny. That is. That's
oh,
the first he's played.
Oh my god!
Joe,
how much hype you got?
Everton 2-1, Grealish goal. Jack, come on.
Oh, do you reckon we're going to have a full Jackie GNA?
Yes, we're back, mate. Jackie GNA, we're back. We're back in it. What on the PR hype train?
You want that 50 mil so bad, don't you, Luke? You want that 50 mil so bad?
Yeah, I want that money. I want my money, bro. So I can get the next transfer window. I'm not here to get him back at the club. No, get out of here. I want the money, please. Yeah, player of the year, I want player of the year performances, mate. I want the money back. I want my money, mate.
I think Everton will win that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it's gonna be close. I'm gonna say 2-1.
I think Everton win 2-1. I think it's a Grealish goal, and I reckon is it Tiano Barry they got from Real, the striker? I think he'll score as well. 2-1 Bevan.
What are you saying, Dark?
Yeah. Because it's Ellen Road, and I know that I think Grealish will get the introduction, the best introduction you'll get, but because it's Ellen Road, just purely because of the atmosphere, the pressure that he has, I'm thinking more of 1-1, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll win. I think Everton got too much quality against Leeds United. Well, if it was at Everton's ground, I'm saying Everton all day in that new ground, new era, new ownership. But it's not Everton's new ground. It's Ellen Road.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. But so what we'll do is we'll try and do this every week. We'll do some fixture predictions for the Premier League every week if possible. That'd be good to do that again and sort of be good to chat about that. But yeah, well, it was just over 2.5 hours. Big up everyone for obviously coming from LB. Big up to you guys. Obviously, had some I mean, big up to LB again for the raid. I appreciate it. Obviously, in the chat earlier on. He's been on a grind recently. The last 14 days, like 18 streams, 19, 20 streams in 14 days. Like the stats are crazy. The stats are crazy. So a big up to him, man. He's been
hardest working City content creator by far.
By far. Look, and again, go on. Talk.
I was just going to say, there's currently 150 in YouTube at the moment. We've got nearly 700 in the building. If you haven't liked the video already or subscribed, please do. It helps the channel out massively. We're on the road to 2K. Please do it because it really helps support the channel to give you guys, this content. So, yeah,
as I said before, keep an eye out soon. Again, I'm saying this before. A membership come very soon. We're trying to. Me and Bev are going to work on it together the next week or so and get a plan because we'll make sure that it's actually worth for the guys paying quid. It's £1. I'm not. We're not some sort of like extortionate big app here. We're just content here. So it'd be a one entry fee. Just come on in and have a chat with us. We watch some games of us. So a lot more to come on that. We'll discuss it further, obviously, when we really. But it got a lot more to come. Oh, go on.
Yeah, I was just going to say, just on the more to come. So if you've not liked and subscribed or hit that notification bell, our next stream is going to be a pretty special one. It's not one that should be missed. So please do subscribe and hit that notification bell because it's the first time that not in my lifetime will have done anything like this. So you won't want to miss it. That's all I'll say.
Definitely, it'd be really good, and it'd be a good one as well for our first review of the game as well. Also Monday as well, so it'd be a chance to sort of give us a couple days to review the game and go over it as well. So it should be good. Big up Ash as well for on, mate. Much appreciated, mate.
I know it, mate. Yeah, anytime you need me on, I'll get on. Oh, I'll try to.
It's right. It's been a long summer, isn't it? Obviously, I know obviously with you, obviously, and what you know as well. I know for you as Martin as well, other people. It's all different things. It doesn't mean it's gonna happen or not, but that's just how it is. And I just think like it's once it's over, it'll be a lot more relaxing. I think more on YouTube, a bit more, but just back to actually watching the games now, which will be good. So once we get Rodrygo and Donnarumma over the line, and if Window's done. Sort of break for transfers for a bit. I think it's we're a bit, they're knackering long summer in it of news. So
yeah, it will.
Yeah,
and, just to end the stream, we'll end it on this. If no one else has got anything to say,
all good.
Yeah. Thanks again, all. We look forward to the next one, and we'll end it with this. Bring him in.
Oh my god.
That really weird. I'm not going to lie to you. It's pretty weird. I get Brock, but that just looks just.
Hey, listen, I was doing this whilst checking out everything. So this is Brock's thing, not mine.
Brock, man. Honestly, Brock's some sus pictures, man.
Hey.
Sus pictures.
Together again.
Fine.
No comment.
Right. Big up, people. Leave a like and stream it on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys Monday for first review. Until then, people, come on, City Football Saturday. Come on, let's get first win. Big up, Blues.
Big up.